Welcome everyone. I am Mr. Goldenbaum, and this is Supremacy 1914. Let's talk Operation Caesar. This is a very challenging operation. Ideally, you may be playing a few games, which makes the entire operation 2 to 3 to 4 times easier than it would be by trying to complete it in a single match. But that's exactly what we've been doing this game around. We don't have any other games playing. Unfortunately, we don't have time. It looks like the time frame that they gave you for this operation was about 16 days. And if you take a look at some of the information here, it says that it wants us to prove your skill. It wants us to, prove your skill as a grand strategist and earn bountiful rewards. While this operation is active, every province you conquer in any match is worth 10 points for is worth 10 progress points for it. Defeating enemy heroes in battle is worth 30 points. Unfortunately, we have defeated all of the players with the heroes that we were going to beat. So we're going to focus in on the 10 progress points that we get from capturing provinces. This is in fact very similar to the Fiona operation that they had a few months ago, which is why I wanted to make this video to share some additional tips and tricks on how to maximize the rewards for any of these province-based operations. As you can see here, we have Allenby that you can secure after just taking 5 provinces, and at 40 you can get additional Allenby medals, which takes you to 50, which if you don't have the hero you should be able to unlock him at that point for the first star. But the real prize of Operation Caesar, and the most difficult reward to acquire here, is the 2,000 points, which would secure you 60 of the Togo hero medals. And if we flip over into heroes and you take a look at Togo, you can see that all we need is 50 medals. So we would have 10 extra, which would help progress you to the next stage. And although this video may come out after the completion of the operation, we know that Bytro likes to cycle through a lot of these conquer province requirements for these operations. You have the production ones, which I think if you reach the mid to late game, you should be able to complete. You do have a few kill operations, which may be challenging, just depending on how many infantry units may still be left in the game. If there are any other players, is it primarily going after AIs? But the most common one that I've seen is the operation to capture provinces. Now, if we do the math for 2,000 points, you divide it by the 10 points you would get from each province, you know you have to hit 200 provinces. Doing the math at 16 days, you essentially have to hit 12.5 provinces a day over the course of the operation to finally hit that 2,000 threshold. The first tip I would give is, as you're approaching the end of an operation cycle, so in this situation, the Flying Bear, we knew this one was coming close to an end. You'd want to avoid starting any kind of new wars, taking on significant engagements, be it slowing down the front line, regrouping your troops, increasing your morale. You definitely want to keep building your infrastructure, but pause your production. You know that some of the operations will require you to produce units, and a lot of that is going to require resources such as wood and iron. You don't know what it's going to be, but having a nice stockpile of said resources before the operation is going to give you a huge boost in terms of being able to produce those units. Specifically, you had some armored car production operations a few months ago. By stockpiling some additional iron in that situation, you would have been able to keep all of your provinces cranking through those armored cars. You'd be building workshops level 2 to be able to do that, and you would have plenty of iron to continue to feed that production. And that's exactly what we were able to do here. So when we saw that there was a new operation coming and the old one was ending, we had the opportunity to invade Chihuahua, which had gone AI in this Scattered America match that we're playing as part of our previous series. We didn't. We held off and we waited. And by waiting, we were able to add 20, 30 or so provinces to our total goal. So by doing that, you're able to set yourself up really well for the start of operation. But there's no way around the fact that you have to capture 200 provinces. Now, what the game doesn't require is for you to capture 200 new provinces, which means that any province that you secure, so let's take a look at our invasion in South New Mexico. We secured 2 provinces here from them. I didn't garrison them. If we take a look at the province morale, it is 25% for both of these. And if we select the morale details, you can see that with a 25% morale, there is a 24% chance of uprising. And most of the provinces that you capture in the game will default to that 25% morale automatically around capture. So you're going to get about a 24% chance of uprising throughout the rest of your conquest, which means that that's 24%. So if you capture 100 provinces, most likely 24 of those provinces will revolt and you will be able to recapture them. And then of those 24, you'll have another quarter or so maybe another 5 or 6 that might result, which helps you reach that 200 province threshold much quicker. The other thing that you're able to do is bait AI miners or even AI majors. What you're able to do is bait these AI nations, be they majors who have stopped playing or miners. You can fire at them with artillery units. They will react. It's just a scripted automatic reaction. They will chase your artillery. So if you look at this situation here, we have a very large stack with artillery. We were able to go right up against the border, fire away at the capital here, province of Chihuahua, and then we have begun retreating. The AI will follow you. The AI will secure this territory. We can secure it right back after them. They have cavalry. I really don't want to lose any units. But the AI will continue to follow us, and if we bring them all the way up here to this Llanos province, that would allow the AI to secure 2 provinces from us and would allow us to capture 2 additional provinces. If you take a look at the south, what we've been able to do is station artillery units on the border. We've been able to get the AI to follow us to a province. We secured it. We back up to another province. The AI follows us, captures that. We resecure that. And they keep following us in this little triangle loop. This is a very scrappy fight. We are essentially using the advantage of our movement speed in our own territory to be able to pull back and pepper our opponent faster than they can catch up to us. What's nice is with a lot of AI nations, they will build balloons. And balloons are, I'm pretty sure, balloons are the slowest unit in the game, unless heavy tanks are slower. Now I'm actually curious. Let's take a look here. Heavy tank, 30. So yes, balloons are the slowest unit in the game. And they're even slower when they are on enemy territory and they are suffering from hit point reduction speed penalty. So you can see the 65% enemy territory, 31% hit point penalty. These units are slow. Though it looks like the slowest unit in this particular army is actually the infantry due to their low morale, even though they have a speed of 36, which is a lot higher than the 25 that we were looking at for the balloons. And so what we're able to do is we're able to keep them going very slow and continue. It's essentially a little cat and mouse game. And with a setup here where you have multiple provinces in the same area, the travel distances here are very, very short. So the AI is able to cause maximum damage to your territory while not being able to catch up with your main force. And even if you don't have artillery, just by declaring war against some of these AI nations will have them start securing provinces on their own. And then at that stage, you just take them right back, increasing your counts. Just a little further north, you can see that you have another balloon stack that is following our units that are now waiting in this other province. Up here in the north, you have an 8,000 stack chasing some of our units. The other important little trick to completing a lot of these operations, especially with the fact that you are ungarrisoning a ton of territories, is that if you capture an enemy territory, be it a major or a minor nation, before the day tick, that means all of those provinces that you had recently conquered at 25%, it goes from 25% to 35%, which means no revolt risk. So there will be no provinces being returned to any of the original owners, which normally is what you want to do, and it allows you to be able to conquer territory very quickly and worrying about the risk of revolt. So in this situation, I still want a province such as Chihuahua here, but we will wait for the end of the day tick to complete that operation to take the territory. We have large stacks in the area that continue to capture additional territory. Here we have a rather large artillery stack, 49,000 troops. Let us fire on their location. We will wait the few seconds it takes to register the attack, and then we should just be able to do this, and voila. And just like that, the AI is now following us. So what we're able to do is just kind of retreat. We want to go a little bit further out of the range of the fortifications, since 7 artillery will eliminate a stack of 1,000 very quickly. You look in the north here, we're doing the same exact thing. We are not investing in any of the infrastructure we're conquering. We're not stationing these provinces. We're encouraging the AI nations to attack us. And with that, we'll see you in the next one.